have Sammy Bernard and Robin Phillips with us, and you're here to tell us about a secret, because we won't tell Dan yet.
I don't know what it's all
Secret
about.
Keeper Girl. Tell us about what this is.
We are so excited that this event is coming to our area. Normally they go to a larger venue, but they've said they would come here to Harrison. And so just to give you...
Who's they?
Well,
Secret
this Secret
Keeper
Keeper
Girl
Girl
Okay.
tour
team.
Yeah, they asked
Okay.
to come here actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And just to give you a little bit of background about Secret Keeper Girl, Dana Gresh, she is kind of the
She's a creator. She's
the
an
creator, author. She's written a lot of books for teens and preteens and their moms about growing up and how to grow up in the best way. And she started a Bible study for some teen girls there in her church, and she developed a program called Secret Keeper Girl. And it was about modesty, and so she decided, you know, I think I need to kind of modify that. She had a 9-year-old daughter, and she said, you know, I need to kind of modify that for her to begin to teach her the things about being modest. And so she got together her daughter and 4 or 5 of her friends and did this study. Well, the girls had so much fun doing it. She had written it so well that they just loved it. And so Dana and her associates decided, why don't we put together a packet for mothers and daughters and just send it around the country and let mothers and daughters experience this together. And so it was such a success that from that was born Secret Keeper Girl event. And so it's an event that is teaches modesty, teaches
friendships, you know, how girls, you know, the mean girl type things. It just teaches them, you know, right now girls are just being pushed to grow up so fast. And I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but Abercrombie and Fitch have had it's a kind of a big controversy. They've done a push-up bra for 8-year-old girls.
I saw a photo of one of those. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all over the news, and so Dana Gresh has really been doing a lot of interviews trying to
For 8-year-olds.
For 8-year-old girls.
Well, I
And
would
that's
think this event
unheard of.
it would be a huge challenge for the teenagers of this era, because you know, to talk about modesty and all that's kind of out of the norm for the generation now.
Well, they're
right.
bombarded with so much outside.
And they're
Yeah.
being pushed to grow up so fast,
Right.
and you know, being wearing, you know, shirts down to here, the shorty shorts, the everything, and I think girls just, okay, I'm going to be accepted by how I look, and I think the moms are being pushed and peer pressured as well. Because like, well, I want my daughter to be popular. I want her to wear all the things.
Yeah.
And when they see their friends letting their daughters of the same age wear this or go to this type of movie or, you know, whatever, they're being pushed. So I like that this is a mother-daughter event. It's targeted for girls ages 8 through 12, but everyone is welcome. But it just, you know, I did, my little girl, Anna Grace, we did they have a devotion, it's 8 Great Dates. And so you go on these dates with just the mom and the daughter, and they have Bible study. And it talks about stuff that maybe you're a little bit uneasy to talk about.
Right.
Well, it brings it up. Before you know it, it just kind of opens the air of communication, you know, and talk about all kinds of things, from modesty, why we are supposed to dress modest, friendships, how to choose your friends, and why to, you know, get the great people around you and why it's important. So I love it. I think it's supposed to be a high energy, lots of fun music. They do all interactive games that night. It's a 2.5 hours?
Well, and having a big group come together, and the girls and the moms can also see that it's okay to influence your children the way you feel, you know, that you need to influence, that it's all okay, because they're getting outside influences in maybe a negative way, and then it's nice to be in the camaraderie.
And they feel like they have to do certain things to be accepted by others. And we want to instill in our girls that they were created beautiful already, and they're princes in their Creator's eyes. And you know, there was a study done by Harvard University on underweight girls, And from that study, they learned that 2/3 of those girls thought they were fat.
Wow.
You know,
Which can lead to all kinds of problems.
Right.
right.
Now, this is a one-day event?
Mm-hmm. In the
Okay.
evening.
And where's it going to be at?
It's at the Pioneer Pavilion Gym. We get a lot of questions. What do you do for rain? Well, it's not it's not the pavilion, it's the gym.
in the gym,
It's in the
so-
gym, and it's at 6:30 to 8:45, and
Okay.
it's Friday, May 6th. It's Mother's Day weekend.
Yes.
Oh,
what a
how
great-
appropriate could
Yeah.
that be? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, dads, they could buy a ticket for mom and,
Right.
and daughter and send them to that event. And what a great Mother's Day present.
Right.
Now, you said anyone can come. I'm assuming that it's a perfect event for me, mother and daughter. Can fathers come too, or
is
is
it
it
just
just
a
a female
female?
event?
It is
Good
strictly
question.
It is really much, yes.
Okay, all right. When you
But
said
if a
everybody.
grandmother is raising,
Sure.
a granddaughter, grandmother's aunts, it's just, but yes, I
Okay.
think dads would feel maybe a little uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
And how strict are they on the 8 to 12? Could you bring an older child, or would you,
You
like to
could.
stick within those lines?
You
could.
Okay.
Yes.
it's just that's the
recommended.
target,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
It
They could
depends
be a
on
little younger depending on their maturity or a little older.
But they're still they're still able to, that's a good influential age, I think, to have them.
Right. And they do, we hadn't really touched on it, but they do 2 live fashion shows. And they do one that's kind of for the moms where they go through and they show like all the TV era moms, like Claire Huxtable and I Love Lucy
You
and
bet.
the Jetson mom and just kind of how fashions and things have changed. And then they do one for the girls, showing the girls that you can be modest and still be in fashion and still look great. And so that's going to be a lot of fun.
And that you're targeting the age that all that really is important to them. And so I think that's
definitely,
that's
definitely.
great.
We just want them to know that they can be content with who they are. They just try to be someone else, and they look at all these musicians and actresses who are also dressing and trying to be someone they're not. And so we're just trying to point them in the right direction. Whereas God is your answer. Look to Him, and so. But you can get your tickets at all Christian book outlets, all over itickets.com, and. Eagle Heights Baptist is selling tickets, as well as several. There's a lot of churches who are kind of partnering with us, all denominations, and so First Baptist of Harrison, Crossroads, Brand New Church, all those places are doing tickets.
Is it a group rate for mother and daughter, or is it single tickets? How does that work?
Well, if you have a group of 10 or more, you can get tickets for $12. If you get individual tickets, they're $14.
Okay.
And tickets can be bought at the door, but they are all $14 at the door.
Okay.
It doesn't matter
Okay.
if you have a large group or not. But like Robin said, you can go to iTickets or any of the CBO stores or at Eagle Heights or any of these other churches in our area that are working with us. And we have a lot of other churches working with us.
yeah.
And we have almost 70 people that have volunteered their time to come and help in this event. We're looking for a group of 1,000 or more mothers and daughters.
Wow.
We are hoping that people will come and just enjoy it.
This is the first year for this here.
Yes.
Here, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
So
so we're
hopefully
very
it will
excited.
be something that will continue as well.
But comparatively, in other big areas, it's been a success.
Yes.
Yes,
very
it's
much
been going
so.
on for several years, I think. And we encourage all moms and daughters who have never heard of this, go to secretkeepergirl.com.
Okay.
And there's video clips, there's all kinds of things.
Kind of explain a little more.
Right, and our local Christian book outlet store has a lot of materials. There's chapter books for girls, there's devotions, there's yearly devotions for mothers and daughters. There's all kinds of resources out there. So we encourage you to, if you've never heard of it, to go out there and look it up. And so May 6th,
Okay.
Friday,
May
Any
May
6th.
6th,
times again?
Yeah.
6:30 to 8:45.
Okay.
And
At the
so we
Pioneer
encourage you-
Pavilion.
Yes,
Inside.
inside the
Rain or
gym, rain or shine. That's right.
All right. Well, we thank,
Thank
you
you.
guys
Sounds
for
like a
being
great
here.
event.
Well, thank you for
Yeah,
letting us come.
Hopefully it's a success, and maybe you'll come back and tell us all about it.
All right. Well, thank you. We'd love to.
We'll have that invitation open for you to come back.
Well, thank you.
Thank y'all for being here,
Thank
staying
you.
for the entire hour, and we thank you for staying for the entire hour. We'd like to thank all the guests being out there that
Terry
have been here on the
Stambaugh.
show.
Pardon me,
Clear
Terry.
that out.
Terry Stambaugh and Janelle Crockett, Hannah Hickman and Mel Harness with Prairie Market. And I should have said Terry and Janelle were here with the CASA Mayor's Ball.
Yes.
Hannah Hickman and Mel Harness, Prairie Market. Lou Fowler, Rock Bottom Chuck Wagon Races. And Sammy Bernard and Robin Phillips for Secret Keeper Girl.
Good.
Always
Now I
a
know all about it.
pleasure. I have like a googer and googer. That's
A
like
googer?
I don't know what a googer is. But it's like a gurgle
Kinda like a
booger.
frog in
Gurgle
your
booger.
throat.
I don't know what it is, but excuse me.
You're
Okay.
weird.
I am weird.
Thank you for being here again this week. Boy.
Thank you. Go play with your goats.
Okay, I will.
All right.
We'll see you again next time.
A googer. I got to bring it
googer.
forward.